Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ari Aslam Santoso. Today, I will explain the article about communication skill. Communication skill allow you to understand and be understood by others. This can include but are not limited to effective communicating ideas to others, actively listening in conversations, giving, receiving, and critical feedback, and public speaking. What are communication skills? Communication skills are the abilities you use when giving and receiving different kind of informations. Some examples include communicating your ideas, feeling, or even an update on your project. Communication skills involve listening, speaking, observing, and empathizing. It is all helpful to understand the difference in how to communicate through face-to-face interactions, phone conversations, and digital communications like email and social media. Easily apply to jobs with an in-depth example of communication skill. There are different types of communication skill you can learn and practice to help you become an effective communicator. Many of these skills work together, making it important to practice communication skill in different contexts whenever possible. The first skill is active listening. Active listening means paying close attention to the person who is speaking to you. People who are active listeners are well regarded by their coworkers because of the attention and respect they offer others. While it seems simple, this is a skill that can be hard to develop and improve. You can be an active listener by focusing on the speaker, avoiding distraction like cell phone, laptops, or other projects, and by paying questions, comments, or ideas to truthfully respond. The next skill is adapting your communication style to your audience. Different styles of communications are appropriate in different situations. To make the best use of your communication skills, it's important to consider your audience and the most effective format to communicate with them. For example, if you are communicating with a potential employer, it's better to send a formal email or call them on the phone. Depending on the situations, you may even need to send a formal type letter over other form of communications. In the workplace, you may find it easier to communicate complex informations in person or via video conference than in a long email. The next skill is friendliness. In friendships, characteristics such as honesty and kindness often foster trust and understanding. The same characteristics are important in workplace relationships. When you are working with others, approach your interactions with a positive attitude, keep an open mind, and ask questions to help you understand where they are coming from. Small gestures such as asking someone how they're doing, smiling as they speak, or offering praise for work well done can help you foster productive relationships with both colleagues and managers. The next skill is confidence. In the workplace, people are more likely to respond ideas that are presented with confidence. There are many ways to appear confident, such as making eye contact when you are listening to someone, sitting up straight with your shoulders open, and preparing ahead of time so your thoughts are polished. You will find confident communications come in handy, not just on the job, but during the job interview process as well. The next skill is giving and receiving feedback. Strong communicators can accept critical feedback and provide constructive input to others. Feedback should answer questions, provide solutions, or help strengthen the project or topic at hand. The next skill is volume and clarity. When you are speaking, It's important to be clear and audible. Adjusting your speaking voice so you can be heard in a variety of settings is a skill and it's critical to communicating effectively. Speaking too loudly may be disrespectful or awkward in certain settings. If you are unsure, read the room to see how two others are communicating. The next skill is empathy. Empathy means that you can understand and share the emotional of others. This communication skill is important in both team and one-on-one setting. In both cases, you will need to understand other people's emotions and select an appropriate response. For example, if someone is expressing anger or frustrations, empathy can help you acknowledge and diffuse their emotions. At the same time, being able to understand when someone is feeling positive and enthusiastic can help you get support for your ideas and project. The next skill is respect. A key aspect of respect is knowing when to initiate communications and respond. In a team or group setting, allowing others to speak without interruption is seen as a necessary communication skill. Respectfully communicating also means using the time with someone else wisely, staying on topic, asking clear questions, and responding fully to any questions you have been asked. And then the next skill, understand nonverbal cues. A great deal of communications happens through nonverbal cues such as body language, facial expressions, and eye contact. When you are listening to someone, you should be paying attention to what they are saying as well as their nonverbal language. By the same measure, you should be conscious of your body language you're communicating to ensure you're sending appropriate cues to others. And then the next skill is responsiveness. Whether you are returning a phone call or sending a reply to an email, fast communicators are viewed as more effective than those who are slow to respond. One method is to consider how long your response will take. Is this a request or questions you can answer in the next 5 minutes? If so, it may be a good idea to address it as soon as you see it. If it's a more complex request or questions, you can still acknowledge that you haven't received the message and let the other person know you will respond full later. And then how to improve your communication skills. With experience and practice, you can learn and improve communication skills. Start by identifying your strengths and then practice and develop your areas. Ask a close friend or coach for constructive criticisms. It can be hard to know how you are perceived as a communicator. To get an objective opinion, ask a trusted friend for their honest feedback. Understanding your areas of improvement for communications can help you identify what to focus on. Practice improving communications habit. Many communication skills are habits you have developed over time. You can improve those skills by practicing new habits that makes you better communicator. This might include being more responsive to communications when they are sent, reminding yourself to make eye contact, practicing giving possible feedback, and asking questions in conversations, and then attain communication skills workshop or classes. There are several online and offline seminars, workshops, and classes that can help you become a better communicator. These classes may include instructions, role play, written assignment, and open discussions. And then the next 6 opportunities to communicate. 6 opportunities on and off job that require you to use communication skill. This will help you improve existing skills and allow you to practice new ones. And then communicate effectively in the workplace. While there are several communication skills you will use in different scenarios, there are a few ways you can be an effective communicator at work. Be clear and concise. Making your message as easy to consume as possible reduce the chance of misunderstanding, speeds up project, and help others quickly understand your goals. Instead of speaking long, detailed statements. Practice reducing your message to its core meaning. While providing context is helpful, it is the best to give the most necessary information when trying to communicate your ideas, instructions, or message. And then for the next is practice empathy. Understanding your colleagues' feelings, ideas, and goals can help you when communicating with them. For example, you might need help from other departments to get a project started. If they are not willing to help or have concern, practices empathy can help you position your message in a way that addresses their apprehensions. Assert, and then the next is assert yourself. At times, it is necessary to be assertive to reach your goals, whether you are asking for a raise, seeking project opportunities, or resisting an idea you don't think you will be beneficial. While presenting with confidence is an important part of the workplace, you should always be respectful in conversations, keeping an even tone and providing sound reasons for your assent will help others be receptive to your thought. And then be calm and consistent. When there is a disagreement or conflict, it can be easy to bring emotions into your communications. It's important to remain calm when communicating with others in the workplace. Be aware of your body language by not crossing your arm or rolling your eyes. Maintaining consistent body language and keeping an even tone of voice can help you reach a conclusion peacefully and productively. And then the next use and read body language. Body language is a key part of communications in the workplace. Pay close attention to the message people are sending with their facial impressions and movement. You should also pay close attention to the way you might be communicating with your body language. And then how to highlight communication skills. You will use your communication skills in every step of the job search and on the job. Everything from the resume to the job interview and beyond will require different types of communication skill. Here are a few ways you can highlight the skill at each steps. The first is communication skill for resume. A well-written resume is a demonstration of strong communication skills. Ensure that your resume is structured appropriately and free of spelling and grammar error. Additionally, you may want it to include some positive communication skills in your resume skill sections, especially if the job post calls for specific communication skills in the job descriptions. You can add skills to your Indeed resume for employers searching for candidates with your skill set. The next is communication skills for cover letter. Your cover letter is a great opportunity to elaborate on your communication skills. While you can talk more directly about how effectively you communicate here, your cover letter is one of the employer's first impressions of your skills. You will want to make your cover letter brief, well written, free of typos and spelling errors, and tailored to the positions you are playing a job. The next is communication skill for the job interview. The first most important way you can communicate in your interview is your presentations of yourself. So out for interview 10 until 15 minutes early and dress appropriately for the job you're applying for. Pay attention to non-verbal cues you are displaying through body language. And then for the next is avoid actions such as slouching or looking at your phone during the interview. Looking your interviewer in the eye, employing active listening skill, and displaying confidence are all a positive way to communicate in your interview. Almost everything you do, both on the job and in life, can be seen as form of communications. By identifying your strength and weakness and regularly practicing good habits, you can improve the way you connect and communicate with others. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Audio Jungle.